Greetings, everybody. My name's David Kane, and I'm the founder of the Batchery. And I'm also one of the investor advisors who leads our startups through our deep dive experience, our primary program that culminates in this very demo day today. So welcome to the Batchery's 12th demo day, which is also our third virtual demo day. Thank you, COVID. The Batchery is an incubator and accelerator founded by a network of about 35 high net worth, high experience angel investors called our investor advisors, who work directly with our startups to build their traction, grow their networks, and access startup capital. Today, it's our pleasure to feature 11 startups who have completed the Batchery's 3-month virtual residency and emerged ready to pitch their startups to the wider angel and VC community. Each startup will also be introduced by one of the investor advisors who worked closely with them through the course of the program. I want to also give a shout out to Philo, who's hosting our program today. Here in the main room, you'll see we have our demo day live stream, and below the stream, you can navigate to a different room for each of the startups we are featuring. These rooms are locked during our main presentation, but will open up right after the pitches conclude. You'll find inside them the ability to have a Zoom chat with the founders, as well as access their decks, book follow-up meetings, view other materials that will help you learn more. And lastly, thanks to Todd Brantley and our friends at First Republic Bank for sponsoring our event today. Can't live without the sponsors. Thank you, First Republic. They have built an awesome banking program specifically for innovators and founder. You can click on their box below to learn more. Thanks so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the program.
Hello, I'm Martin Otterson. I'm an investor advisor with the Batchery. I've been able to work with a number of companies through the last 3 years. And this company I'm introducing today, QChange, is one of the most impressive I've seen to date. I really look forward to hearing their story and presenting it with you. But before they start, let me give you a little bit of background from where they come. They have 3 founders, 2 of them with PhDs and 1 of them an MBA, with vast experience in talent management, working with others, and how to develop leaders. Their pedigree has been transformed into the technology that they've produced, where they've actually taken this technology and measure the capabilities you have in the meetings you do day in and day out with your peers, employees, and ultimately allowing you to get real-time view and some artificial intelligence around how to better engage and build leaders through your meeting cadence. I'm very excited for them to present today, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this company can do in the future. So with no further ado, please welcome QChange.
At QChange, we make business better one meeting at a time. And I bet you would want to have a better business too, a more profitable business. But there's a hidden cost that no one talks about. And this hidden cost is a poor leader. And these poor leaders, well, they're in meetings over 60% of their day. I'm Dr. James Kelly, CEO of QChange, along with Rob Buckingham and Dr. John Howes. And combined, we have over 70 years of experience across Fortune 500 companies. So we know a thing or two about poor leaders and meetings. I'd like to introduce you to Aisha. Aisha's a 35-year-old sales manager, and all Aisha wants is to know that her contribution, it has a positive impact on the organization, the team, and the bottom line. But Aisha struggles to find relevant development opportunities. Aisha's current choices are typically passive in engagement and almost always out of context of the situation, resulting in a learning retention of only 10%. So Aisha was really excited when she found QChange inside Microsoft Teams because it was easy to install. It was effective due to its immediacy of action. It was inclusive to her team, and most importantly for Aisha, it was context-specific experiences that drove learning retention to 75%. Introducing the QChange Leader Experience Solution. It's the first end-to-end real-time solution that prompts, measures, grows and predicts leader success around the meeting. So the next time Aisha went to a meeting, she was given a targeted, specific nudge around inclusion, an area that she wanted to work on, 3 minutes before the meeting. Immediately after the meeting, Aisha was asked, were you inclusive in this meeting on a scale of 1 to 5? At the exact same time, those individuals that Aisha asked to help her grow were asked, was Aisha inclusive in this meeting? Aisha's delivered a real-time leader team perception gap card, not only driving her self-awareness, but also giving her the opportunity to ask for real-time written feedback. And in this case, Aisha did. This real growth is not only impactful for her development, but it also gives Aisha an opportunity to provide gratitude back to those who are providing excellent feedback. And in the end, Aisha now has the evidence to know that her impact is happening at the organization and for the team. Our secret sauce here at QChange is simple. It's our patent pending end-to-end solution that tethers a single behavioral nudge to the exact same feedback on that nudge in Microsoft Teams. And this results in a great value proposition for an organization because it improves top-line revenue while at the exact same time reduces expenses and disruptions for organizations. Our market beachhead? Well, at the SOM level, we're focused on 3,000 companies that are full of knowledge workers across high-tech, biotech, and more. This results in 1 million managers or a $389 million SOM. We have 2 paths to growth. Our first go-to-market strategy is with our channel partners. These partners are focused on companies 2,000 or more with an average cost of $350 per manager per year, resulting in a $285 million segment. This channel will allow us to scale fast. The other method for growth is our B2B channel. This is where we focus on companies of 500 to 2,000 or $500 per manager per year at $104 million per segment. Our traction? The evidence is on the page. We are gaining momentum every day. In fact, we just went to MRR in April and we're adding to that in June. More specifically, we're working with Microsoft's Chief Partner Officer around partnering with several of their clients to do a case study utilizing our solution in Microsoft Teams. We've won a number of awards. We're in Microsoft for Startups. We're an Oregon Tech Fest finalist. We're in the Batchery. And finally, we're a regional finalist for Paragon Labs, which is a Society of Human Resource Management organization. As I noted, we are in a blue ocean. And so to ensure that the product that we develop meets the needs and wants of our users, we went out and conducted research with 400 leaders of teams of 500 and more. And here's what we found out. 91% believe that some sort of nudge would benefit their leadership ability. 86% believe that immediate positive feedback would enhance their experience. And 89% believe that giving their team the ability to provide them with real-time feedback would get their team more engaged. 80% believe that most meetings are unproductive or somewhat productive. And finally, 88% believe that it would be very helpful to have some sort of real-time technology to help them grow in the flow of work. In the end, we've created a product that tethers together a real-time behavioral nudge through to targeted feedback using existing collaboration tools. We are filling the exact need of the market that the market is asking for. The leadership team. Myself, Dr. James Kelly, is a consumer psychologist, along with Rob Buckingham, nearly 20 years at Intel, leading up a number of new product development. Dr. John Howes, 25 years leading employee experience and leadership development for companies like Nike, Sprint, Honeywell, and more. Our advisors, each one of them fill a specific role to help us grow today to accelerate for tomorrow. Our financial metrics. We believe that in 2023, we will break even with a gross margin of 83%. And in 2025, have a net income of $5.3 million. We are self-funded at $680,000 to date, now raising $1.3 million in 2 tranches. Tranche 1 is a $600,000 tranche and a convertible note with a 20% discount and a $4 million cap. Tranche 2 is a $700,000 raise with a $6 million cap and a 5% discount. That first tranche is a 5-month runway resulting in $40,000 in revenue, 391 new leaders, and most importantly, we will integrate with our partner network. Our exit strategy is clear. We partner with our channel partners because we add value to them immediately by 20%. Thank you. Help us help the iShares be better in meetings so that business is better. I'm James Kelly, CEO of QChange.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Smith, one of the Batchery IAs, and I'm here to introduce you to Guild and their founder, Donovan Wright. Have you ever gotten a quote for a home renovation project and wondered if your contractor was jacking up the price? Guild solves this problem by creating a marketplace that uses AI to limit project risks, deliver accurate pricing and detailed statements of work, thus streamlining the home renovation process for homeowners and contractors. Guild also handles the administrative and operational heavy lifting by providing homeowners with upfront pricing, automated contractor and customer vetting, and project management, helping to reduce renovation project management stress. As the owner of several properties and having completed some 40 renovation projects over the past 20 years, I have experienced all of the renovation headaches that Guild helps to alleviate. I'm excited that from now on, I will be able to use the Guild platform to help reduce the stress of my own home improvement projects. Here to explain how it works and his plans for Guild's future is Donovan Wright.
Hello, my name is Donovan Wright, founder and CEO of Guild, where we enable homeowners and contractors to build better together. Homeowners and contractors have a common goal, a quality project completed in a timely manner. However, the process in achieving that goal can be quite difficult. Why, you may ask? Because homeowners and contractors have bad information, which leads to bad decision-making, causing bad project management, resulting in annual losses of $177 billion. That's a lot of money, but it's not just about the dollars lost. It's about the people affected. A nightmare renovation can have dire consequences for a homeowner's wallet and property. For a contractor, delays and mistakes have a direct impact on their bottom line, which is why so many contractors struggle to grow their business year over year. This is where Guild comes into the equation. Our AI provides homeowners and contractors more detailed and accurate information up front to remove the risks that derail project timelines and budgets. Via our app, homeowners can schedule an on-demand quote for a contractor to spec out their project utilizing our model, which is built on 10 billion plus data points. Our AI provides the homeowner a detailed line item quote so they know how much it's going to cost, how long it's going to take, and understand the expected deliverable at completion. Once the quote is accepted, our AI presents the homeowner with a curated list of contractors based on their availability and competency as it pertains to the homeowner's specific project needs. Once a contractor is selected and the project initiated, the entire process can be managed in our app. The AI monitors the project's milestones and status updates, providing prompts where needed to keep the project on time and in budget. For every quote and project completed, the model gets smarter, continuously improving the information, giving homeowners more control and transparency, and improving contractors' businesses and their processes. Initially, Guild will focus on residential renovations for the first 5 years of operation. As you can see, it's a massive market, being valued at $450 billion. Initially, we'll focus on renovations greater than $1,000. In year 5, our goal is to generate $1.5 billion in project value and $153 million in revenue. How are we going to accomplish this national number? By starting locally in our home market of Detroit, Michigan. For the first 12 months, with the goal of generating $500,000 in project value and $50,000 in revenue, before initiating a targeted regional rollout. We make money by charging a 10% commission on all projects completed via the app. Through researching with multiple contractors, we found this model accomplishes 2 goals. It aligns our priorities with that of our contractors, as we don't get paid until they do. So they know we'll work just as hard as them to ensure a successful project is completed. We aren't simply selling them customer contact information. Secondly, it enables them to grow their business without a huge upfront cost. Renovations have multiple steps to them. Our competitors tend to focus on one or two of those aspects to connect homeowners and contractors. Here at Guild, we're building an end-to-end technical solution for both homeowners and contractors, enabling them to take a project from initiation to completion all in the same app. To acquire customers, we're creating a flywheel effect by giving homeowners and contractors free access to our proprietary pricing tool, causing them to enter lower into the purchase funnel, where we can then incentivize them to drive conversions and referrals, ultimately causing existing customers to become advocates, bringing new customers into the funnel. My team is built with proven executors, with industry expertise and diverse skill sets focused on simplifying complex processes, which we can leverage in this industry. Additionally, we've all overcome multiple obstacles to achieve our success. So we've developed the muscles and tough skin needed to scale Guild to its full potential. In year one, we'll focus on Metro Detroit, while in year two is when we'll initiate our regional rollout strategy, starting with the Midwest and ending on the West Coast in year 5. As you can see, with each additional region, our total projects and average project transaction increases. We're pre-launch, but have built a solid foundation to launch from. We've successfully completed multiple programs that built and honed the necessary skills for launching and scaling a successful startup. We've secured a licensing agreement with the largest construction data provider in North America, RS Means. And we're currently in the last phases of developing our pricing tool with the launch date set for June. We're seeking $500,000 on a convertible note, which we'll use to build and launch the Detroit marketplace, generating 5,000 downloads, $500,000 in total project value, and $50,000 in revenue. But most importantly, completing 48 projects via the app, enabling us to test and fine-tune our technology. Additionally, we'll be rolling out a number of features to further streamline and automate the renovation process. There are 2 viable paths to exit. The first being an acquisition similar to Angie's List $500 million acquisition. The second being an IPO, where just this year we saw Porch become a unicorn with their SPAC IPO earlier this year. Ultimately, Guild's vision is to lower the barrier to entry to the real estate market for both homeowners and contractors, creating equitable access to wealth and ownership in the local communities we operate in. We're looking for investors who share that vision and can help us make it a reality. Once again, my name is Donovan Wright, and thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is Josh Langenthal, and I'm one of the managing partners at the Batchery and a curriculum lead in the Deep Dive program. It's always a pleasure to work with our portfolio companies to build their businesses. And one Batch 12 founder whose company I am very excited about is Andri Mahendra and NixLab. NixLab's photonic integrated circuits are revolutionizing source measurement for industry and lab applications. The current technology is expensive, bulky, and complicated, and NixLab's breakthroughs are addressing all of these issues. NixLab founder, Andri Mahendra, holds a PhD in electrical and information engineering from the University of Sydney in Australia, among many other achievements, which include working as a research scholar with the IBM Thomas J. Watson Research Center. NixLab is in production and selling units now, and they've already achieved 6-figure revenues with notable clients such as Mitsubishi Electric, Oxford University, Fujitsu, and Hewlett-Packard Labs. Now, here is Andri to tell you about the NixLab investment opportunity and his plans for the future of the company.
Hi, my name is Andri, founder and CEO of NixLab. NixLab creates a fiber optic on-chip controller for faster internet. We have shipped our product to over 10 countries and growing. NixLab was founded during my PhD at the University of Sydney, Australia. Before that, I was an R&D engineer in South Korea's semiconductor industry for over 5 years. I also spent half a year working at IBM Watson in New York and worked for 1 year on a Lockheed Martin project. Every day, we generate and use internet data using our smartphone, tablets, PC, through many applications, including video streaming such as YouTube, Zoom, Meeting, Netflix, and so on. Based on the Cisco report, there are more than 20 billion devices connected to the internet. This generated exponential data traffic that create internet bottlenecks and slower internet access. The conventional way is using the copper-based solution. However, it is slow speed, high loss, heavy, and energy intensive. In the past decades, we have fiber optics that help move data faster. This can deliver 100 times faster than copper-based, 10 times lower consumption, and 20% less heat compared to copper-based. Fiber optic on chip, or photonic integrated circuits, is the next generation of fiber optic technology. With photonic chip and NICSLab driver, the system can be 20 times space efficient, enable higher bandwidth, 3 times cost efficient with higher channel output density. Currently, we sell hardware and software to make photonic integrated circuits works. Our vision that in 2023, we will have chip-scale integrated electronic and photonic solution, not only for internet infrastructure, but also quantum computing, AI engine, and lab instrumentation. Our customers today, including large corporations and academia, working on the next generation photonic integrated circuits. They're not only using our solution as test equipment, but also for their subsystem. The application vary from telecommunication, data center, AI, and quantum computing. The total photonic market opportunity is around $500 billion worldwide. We are targeting the 100 million market on the photonic integrated circuits controller. Based on a photonic research report, the photonic IC market grew at 24.1% CAGR up to 2025. Our average gross profit margin is around 74%. We are currently selling through distribution partner in Japan, the US, Europe, China, and our website. For the go-to-market strategy that we have already done and always been improved is, first, we ensure the sales map is according to buyer persona and consistent with CRM with clear KPI. There are 3 target channels that we focus on: direct, through distribution channel, and marketplace. A ton of customers revert how they came to us. We currently acquire customers through word of mouth 15%, distribution partner 35%, and our website 50%. We are focusing on serving the customers with competitive advantages of the channel output density, cost efficient, compact, and integrated compared to product on the market. We also have 2 utility and design patent pending. Our team has proven to bring the current product to the market. We also have Dr. Simon Poole as our advisor, who has more than 30 years experience in this photonic industry with 3 successful startup exits. Currently, he is a VP of Satellite Technology, a Melbourne-based company. Our revenue in 2018, when I started working full-time, is $24,000. In the second year, we increased to almost 4 times in revenue. In year 3, we still managed to increase our revenue despite the pandemic situation. We projected this year will grow 4 times in revenue compared to last year. We aim to have a cheap version of the current product to be launched in 2023. We currently raise $2 million in convertible notes with $10 million pre-money and 20% discount to achieve our revenue target and product roadmap. The investment would be in 2 tranches. The first tranche for 500K investment, and the second tranche for 1.5 million with the same valuation after 120 days. We aim to use the fund to achieve 1.3 million revenue at the end of 2022 and release the chip beta in Q4 2023. Thank you, and I look forward for further discussion.
Hi, this is Dave Nagel, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to Nicholas Voorhees, the founder of Melody Nest. Over the past several months, I've had the opportunity to get to know Nick and really dig into what he's built with Melody Nest. It's essentially a one-stop shop ecosystem for selling and buying talent in the music industry. On Melody Nest, musicians, songwriters, engineers, and even cover artists sell their services to anyone looking for talent. Buyers could be anyone from a rock band looking for a new drummer to a major corporation writing commercial jingles or scoring their latest blockbuster production. For artists, it democratizes access to opportunities, while for buyers, it dramatically simplifies and de-risks finding the right talent, leveraging sophisticated matching algorithms similar to Match.com. Now, to tell you more about this exciting opportunity, here's Nick.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nick, and I'm the founder of Melody Nest, the #1 marketplace for the music industry. You don't need to know a lot about online marketplaces to see the new and undeniable power they possess. Here are 3 examples. Teachers Pay Teachers, Etsy, and Fiverr. Active members like Rachel, Emily, and Joel made millions with skill sets they acquired from teaching, crafting, and producing voiceovers. But not all industries currently have access to these opportunities, and this affects millions of creators, including my friend Ellie Frankie, who's a singer-songwriter earning $13,000 per year, and she struggles to find the right ecosystem to thrive. Since there's no popular music industry marketplace, she hits problems like finding clients via social media, and this causes issues because of the lack of verified history and no transaction security. She is frustrated because the existing creator marketplaces out there have not gathered large customer traction, and these websites offer poor search and discovery tools. And because Ellie hits problems, that means customers hit problems. There is no trusted brand. So artists dig through Google and Instagram because they don't know where to go if they can't find the right person in their immediate network. And for people that do purchase from music industry marketplaces, they deal with overwhelming seller options, unhelpful filters, and customer service that is either non-existent or barely responsive. For both supply and demand, it feels like there is a giant void right in the middle, and there's no efficient solution to bridge the gap. Until now. Meet Melody Nest, the first one-stop shop for vocalists, engineers, designers, and much more to sell their services to the creator community. And we're happy to share that our top sellers are earning $2,000 to $3,000 per month in our beta, and there's plenty of room to grow. We fix issues like restrictive messaging, poor customer service, and no easily downloadable options. But the fundamental solution we provide is our proprietary matchmaking system. Currently, we ask our buyers various questions and reroute them like a brokerage, but this process will soon be made automated via our proprietary AI matching algorithm. Our unique selling proposition analyzes inputted user data and scans thousands of sellers to find perfect matches. Think of it like Etsy meets Match.com. Or in other words, Melody Nest is capitalizing on an underserved market, and once our process is perfected, we'll expand into other creative territories. Since our relaunch in August 2020, we have nearly 1,000 freelance artists and have customers every day. We currently have 30% month-over-month growth, and we're projected to earn $80,000 in marketplace transactions in 2021 with an ad spend of less than $1,000. We are optimistic because we're paving our way in a big market that's seeing bigger valuations and more acquisitions. For example, A marketplace called Reverb that sells new and used music gear was acquired in 2019 for $275 million. Our addressable market is $20 billion. Our available market is $2 billion, and our obtainable market is above Reverb's at $85 million as we encompass more of the music industry. We can achieve 2x the value of Reverb because we have a three-pronged revenue generating model, and two of the prongs are monthly subscriptions with a growing waitlist that come with 97.9% margins. The first prong is commission-based. Melody Nest takes 12.9% from each service sold. This currently consists of vocal recordings, cover art, logo design, song mastering, and much more. Our second prong is our job board, where sellers can apply directly for gigs, whether that's a contract hire or a position at a billion-dollar company. Our sellers will pay monthly to access these opportunities, and companies posting job ads pay per post. And our third prong is our $99 premium placement that will be charged monthly that artists can use to gain more visibility in our search query. We do have competition, which is good for market validation, and here's how we're different. Like some of our competitors, we currently offer music marketplace and graphic design services, but our proprietary matching system and job board give us a big competitive edge. As I mentioned before, we are projected to hit $80,000 in sales with a 12.9% margin for this year, which is around $10,000 in revenue. With an investment round, we'll hit more than $400,000 in gross profit once our marketing campaigns generate over 100,000 visitors per month in 2022. With the well-known name, by 2023, we'll host more than 50,000 sellers that will efficiently kickstart the premium placement and use of the job board. And by 2024, we'll push towards a dominant position and generate over $2 million in gross profit. SEO and SEM and word of mouth has driven the majority of our revenue. However, what will get us to the next level will be leveraging influencers and famous producers to posit Melody Nest as the #1 marketplace for creators. This will be the tipping point to quickly build our community in the same way as Twitch and Patreon. Once we have product market fit, we'll form partnerships with large companies like Guitar Center or Sweetwater. And meet the team that's doing it. Again, my name is Nick Voorhees. I'm the founder of Melody Nest, and the entire team has vast music industry experience, startup experience, and our advisors have acquisition experience. We've been featured in well-known business blogs from Forbes and MarketWatch to iconic music blogs like Icon Collective, Music Gateway, and more. We are currently raising $500,000 on a convertible note. The majority of these funds will be spent on further developing our AI matching system, job board, premium placement model, and marketing. We aim to be acquired within 5 to 7 years, as similar companies to ours were bought out by Etsy, Spotify, SoundCloud, and more. Now is the time to enable Ellie and thousands of other creators to make millions and to change the industry with a thriving marketplace. If you'd like to learn more, please join me in the Melody Nest Philo room, and I'd be happy to talk. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Andy Rutherford, and I'm one of the investor advisors at the Batchery. It's been my pleasure to work closely with this batch, and in particular one company, SkyGrid, who I'm going to be introducing you to today. SkyGrid provide a cloud computing platform that brings the power of a server right the way to the edge to an individual desktop, and does that through a single wire with no IT involvement. Really cutting edge stuff that's going to accelerate the way that work is done in a remote format. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Sam Medic, who is the founder of SkyGrid.
Hi, I'm Sam, and this is SkyGrid. Thank you for taking the time to get to know SkyGrid. At SkyGrid, we found a way to drastically reduce the cost of IT, improve security, and speed the process of deploying new hardware and software from days to seconds. We're committed to help transition our clients to the cloud by providing innovative work streaming technology. The evolution of streaming all points towards work as the next frontier. First, we started streaming audio, then video. Now games are played in a cloud. It's time to stream work. But streaming computer work is still too complicated. To ensure steady workflow, businesses have to maintain computers and servers on site. Existing technology and infrastructure causes business interruption, high IT infrastructure costs, data and privacy security risk, computing power limitation, and complex change management. Businesses spend a fortune on IT to manage hardware, software, and networks. One of our first clients currently spends $100 million per year to support 1,300 staff members using existing technology. Solution is in the cloud. Cloud services are already out there and changing the way we use computers. However, the adoption and transition to cloud computing is not happening as fast as it should be because it's just too complex. SkyGrid makes things simple. Our cloud-only solution can eliminate the existing technology problems. Our customers will easily manage their computer workforce, whether it's a single workstation or a global network of thousands. SkyGrid is unique hub plugs directly into the electrical outlet using your existing electrical wiring to transfer data to and from the workstation. Once the hub is connected to the existing high-speed internet, it provides connectivity to a virtually limitless cloud, no additional wires required. Our proprietary single power cable, work streaming station, and a hub combined with our cloud services provide ease of use while ensuring data is fully secured, no on-site servers or IT specialists needed. If you can open a box and plug things into electrical outlets, you can easily set up and use SkyGrid. SkyGrid seamlessly offers the benefits of virtual desktops, simplified deployment, improved data and privacy security, increased efficiency, and centralized management without the high capital cost, constant upgrades, and technology problems. All software applications currently available on Windows or Linux can instantly stream to a SkyGrid workstation. In our competitive landscape, businesses must deal with at least two vendors, a hardware and a cloud provider. Dell and HP provide remote desktops hardware solutions called thin clients. They're slow, ugly, and very complicated to set up. Plus, they require replacement every 4 to 5 years. While AWS and Azure provide reliable cloud services, they still need management because of how complex they are. SkyGrid is the first to offer a single vendor solution. This is where we see our big business opportunity. Now, let's look at the market for our solution. Our total addressable market is about $372 billion, while serviceable addressable market is about $121 billion, and serviceable obtainable market is about $11 billion, with annual growth rate of 19.3%. Our SkyGrid business model is very straightforward because it is well known in the mobile phone industry. There's a one-time cost for hardware that can be purchased upfront or financed during the contract, and monthly subscription cost of the cloud services. To achieve our sales goals, here's our go-to-market strategy. Through Q3 and Q4 of 2021, we will raise funds and do direct sales while we built our marketing and sales system with a goal of 500 pre-orders through founder and advisor networks. In 2022, our goal is to get 1,500 new pre-orders via managed service provider partnership and direct sales. Our SkyGrid team of experienced professionals have technical marketing and business skills. Patricia recently held a position as the Colombian Secretary of Communications and is a member of their Navy. SkyGrid has attracted industry experts to become our official advisors, B2B professionals creating tools for professionals. With assistance from our production partners, cloud providers, and our advisors, we created a basic financial model. We expect a negative cash flow for the first 2 years, aiming to break even in year 3, with accelerated growth projected in year 4 and beyond. SkyGrid has evolved to gain a real traction. In 2020, we won the Best Emerging Cloud Computing Startup Award from New World Report by US Business News. We gained 12 beta users in Canada, selling 9 units with subscription to 3 North American companies, with additional 43 units with subscription upon successful MVP testing. In 2021, we were accepted to York University DMZ Accelerator and Batchery Accelerator. This brings us to here and now. We're seeking $750,000 on convertible note with a discount of 20% and a 5% interest at a 3.8 million cap. With this funding, these are the milestones we will achieve. Get 500 pre-orders by the end of 2021, gain 1,500 new pre-orders in 2022, reaching our new customers through channel partners. Thank you for spending your time learning about SkyGrid. Please contact us if you have any additional questions. We look forward to discussing this funding opportunity at your convenience.
Hi, my name is Kent Rasmussen. As one of the newer investor advisors of the Batchery, it's been a lot of fun getting to know and work with our Batch 12 startups the last few weeks. Today, I'm excited to be introducing you to Dashable and Dashable's founder, Marvin Johnson. Dashable is an app that helps local retailers increase the lifetime value of their customers by helping them find new customers and keeping all customers coming back through integrated deals and a loyalty platform that are delivered via an SaaS model. Co-founders Marvin Johnson and Tony Carter have impressive professional backgrounds and have previously worked together on other startups and have had successful exits. Here to tell you about their opportunity and plans for the future is Dashable's founder, Marvin Johnson.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining today. My name is Marvin Johnson, co-founder and CEO of Dashable. Our mission is to help local retailers find new customers and keep them coming back to increase the lifetime value of those customers while building strong relationships with them. We also help consumers like you and me support those businesses by shopping local, saving money, and earning rewards. The idea for Dashable was sparked by conversations I had with 2 business owners who had run Groupon campaigns. They're both complaining about the same thing: the crazy high costs, the lack of control over the implementation and launch processes, and the fact that a bunch of people came to get the deal, but very few returned. As consumers, we weren't really happy with Groupon either because of things like buying vouchers that we had to prepay for but could expire and getting inundated with deals that we would never want. I still get emails every week for things like laser hair removal that I'll never be interested in unless Groupon knows something that I don't know. We figured that if there exists this large 2-sided marketplace and both ends of the marketplace aren't happy, there's an opportunity. So we set out to create Dashable. I founded the company with our CTO, Tony Carter, who I've known for over 15 years. Over the years, we've done many projects together, and most notably, we co-founded a fintech called Icobo, which we grew to millions in revenue and customers in over 120 countries around the world. Tony and I both have Fortune 500 military experience. I was a nuclear submarine officer in the U.S. Navy, and Tony was a cybersecurity specialist in the U.S. Air Force. We recently added a new advisor, Greg, who has a wealth of relevant experience with companies like Groupon and Visa. He's helping us with strategy and product design. The idea for Dashable stemmed from Groupon, but Dashable is not Groupon. Groupon basically sells coupons online. Dashable is a technology company, and we compete across 4 pillars. First of all, we're highly available. We're democratizing the daily deal space and opening up to any business that you can find on Yelp, Foursquare, and Google My Business. We use APIs from these platforms to automate the onboarding and verification processes to make onboarding low friction, efficient, and highly scalable. Our competitors manually verify and improve each business that is onboarded, which limits onboarding capacity and requires a ton of people. We opt to leverage technology instead of bodies. We have a slick implementation process as well. It only takes a few minutes to set up a customized Dashable deal campaign using up to 6 different deal types or a custom loyalty program. Others rely on manual processes that may take weeks and a one-size-fits-all approach to deals, which is to give a deep discount whether you can afford it or not. From a pricing standpoint, we want Dashable to be inclusive and affordable. The beginning subscription price is only $49 a month. Groupon, for example, charges up to a 50% revenue share, which leads to an average cost to merchants of $9,000 per campaign. We also compete as a platform that includes a suite of services to help businesses engage with customers throughout the entire customer lifecycle. At the end of the day, these things make Dashable better, faster, and cheaper. Of course, businesses want to find new customers and keep them coming back and build long-lasting relationships with them. The pandemic also taught us that many local businesses also do not have strong digital connection with customers. Let's spend a day with Kathy, who owns a cafe in Brooklyn and a potential customer, Digital Joe. Kathy wants to find new customers, so she creates a dashboard deal. Meanwhile, Joe is chilling with his phone and the dashboard app and looking through deals. He swipes right on deals that he likes to save them for later and left on deals that he doesn't. He swipes right on Kathy's deal. If he waits and the deal gets close to expiring, he'll get a push notification to remind him. He will also get emails from dashboard deals he may like Kathy's deal. When Joe is walking around the city, he can stop by Kathy's cafe and redeem the deal and easily enroll in her loyalty program, so he can earn free coffees and soon earn crypto every time he comes back and gets a loyalty star on his Dashable digital loyalty card. Since the app is location-based, it will prompt him via push notification if other deals he likes are nearby. Kathy wants to build a long-lasting relationship with Joe and be able to reach him in situations like a pandemic lockdown to let him know that she is still open for business. She can use Dashboard to do things like automatically send Joe a deal on his birthday and create SMS and email campaigns to keep Joe informed and engaged. We're operating a large market, which creates a great opportunity. Our total addressable market is $105 billion, which is the amount small businesses spend on deals and loyalty annually. Our serviceable addressable market is about $45 billion due to the fact that we're only focusing on those businesses that we can digitally verify. We believe that we can obtain $100 million in the market based on our pro forma financial models, which represents a 2% penetration rate. We make money via subscriptions paid by businesses. We've already built out our subscription plans, which includes a free trial, and the price increases based on the number of concurrent deals a merchant needs to run and how many locations they have. Consumers get to enjoy Dashable for free. We're pursuing a city-by-city rollout strategy, and we're currently live in New York City. We acquire merchants via direct sales and digital marketing. We have a merchant customer acquisition cost of $40. We expect that to decrease over time as direct sales becomes a smaller percentage of sales. We acquire customers via events at merchant locations, and merchants enrolling customers in their Dashable digital loyalty program, which requires those customers to download the Dashable app. We're also using digital marketing, and we're currently preparing to release a refer a friend program for consumers. Our customer acquisition cost on the consumer side is about $5. We have evidence to show that we can reduce this to $2 to $3 over time. We launched at the beginning of the pandemic and have since onboarded about 370 businesses and have over 900 deals redeemed. So far, we have one partner using our API, which is Eat Okra, which is a restaurant discovery app. We're currently raising $750,000 via convertible note this year and an additional $3 million next year. Since our platform is built and we're already in market, the majority of the funds will be allocated to sales and marketing. This current round will allow us to scale in New York City and be prepared for expansion to other markets. We expect to expand to 31 cities over the next 3 years and reach $32 million in revenue with an enterprise value of $170 million. The value of the market was proven by Groupon in 2008, and now the industry and society are primed for something new. Partnering with Dashable as an investor is a great opportunity to work with a serial co-founding team that is addressing a real problem in a large market that is itching for disruption. We developed a business model that provides tangible value, and at the end of the day, it just makes people happy. Thanks for your time. And to the left, you can see some screenshots of some happy Dashable customers who have attended our events over the past several months. Thanks for your time and attention.
Hi, I'm Jeff Wallace, one of the investor advisors here at the Batchery, and today I'm here to introduce one of our exciting Batch 12 companies, AI Ops. AI Ops is an intelligent process control solution that's not just affordable and reliable, but it also delivers the performance and production gains that engineers in fields such as manufacturing, power generation, and petrochemicals need. Their artificial intelligence seamlessly integrates into the existing systems of their clients and requires minimal retraining of the human operations personnel and their procedures. The team, led by Philip Hansel and Curtis Wright, bring over a decade of control systems and machine learning experience that gives them the perfect background to solve the problems that have consistently frustrated these industries. Here to tell you more about AI Ops is Philip. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Philip Hansel, CEO and co-founder at AI Ops, and we're bringing AI and IoT to the factory floor. 23% of industrial downtime is caused by human error. The averaged unplanned event is a $12 million loss and can bring permanent damage to the community, environment, and to a company's reputation. Altogether, human error costs heavy industry about $5 billion a year. So let's break down how we plan to incorporate AI control with IoT to help our customers recover those production losses. We're going to start by comparing two existing systems, home automation and advanced automotive control systems. Home automation uses the home's existing network to connect different smart devices together to better serve the homeowner's needs. This saves them money by efficiently providing those needs. Smart homes can also securely publish data using various IoT methods for remote monitoring and control. Advanced automotive control systems have incorporated new smart safety features such as automatic braking, adaptive cruise control, and lane detection and correction. These features have enhanced the driver's ability to respond to traffic concerns, delivering a safer and more efficient driving experience. There's no doubt that these systems have improved our lives and living standards. At AI Ops, our kiosk product line is designed to connect to an existing control systems network and link to various existing data providers and controllers, just like in home automation. Through our AI control techniques, it will use the data collected to better control the industrial process, which will yield a safer and more efficient outcome, just like in advanced automotive control systems. Finally, our kiosk systems will securely connect to other devices and systems remotely using various IoT methods. Again, just like in home automation. And if you still need some help in understanding what we're doing, we have a web-based simulator to help you out. Industrial automation is a $120 billion a year industry, and the advanced controls portion of that is an $11 billion a year industry. We anticipate to have access to about $1 billion of this market through direct sales, strategic partnerships, and OEM adopters. This provides about $100 million per year of potential revenue through hardware and software sales. Furthermore, the increasing complexity of systems driven by the decrease in cost of sensory input and data collection will amount to an 11.5% growth rate in this sector by 2027. We have three revenue streams: a patentable IoT control module, an enterprise add-on, and a subscription-based training simulator. The controller is a platform-independent, bolt-on solution with the potential to license up to $500,000 per year of software per device. It will enable AI control at the device level and provide the edge IoT connection for our enterprise solution. The enterprise solution will help our customers respond safely and simultaneously to changing market conditions. And finally, AI control is an emerging field where experts command top wages. Industry professionals are eager to grow in their knowledge, and our training simulator is the only one of its kind in the market, specifically designed for industrial control. It is ready to prepare existing engineers to win in today's tech-dominant market. The simulator also provides the proof of concept and is an excellent marketing tool for our primary product, the control module. We have established trusting relationships with a lot of end users to whom we will directly market. For example, an existing relationship we can leverage would be CF Industries, a billion-dollar nitrogen company with a footprint spanning the globe. Our strategic partners provide access through their existing contracts. They will be resellers and act as the engineering and procurement contractor for all installations. We can also market directly to OEMs with reference hardware and software licensing. The IoT-based enterprise solution would be directly marketed along with a control module. And we are currently entering the beta test phase of our simulator with the University of South Alabama, and we'll be launching a broader marketing campaign to industry professionals soon. There is some competition in AI control, which certainly validates our mission, but they are primarily focused on platform-specific solutions, and none of them can reap the benefits of enterprise AI and IoT. There is a broad field of players also in this large market. But because AI Ops can close the loop for control, we are entering a diverse field of co-opetition and potential acquisitions. We are technical founders, 5 engineers with 5 separate degrees and disciplines of engineering. But combined, we have over 40 years of experience in design, operation, and service of control systems, spanning a broad array of value streams. Our advisors bring C-level insight to our engineering and technical minds, all the way from renewable power and energy grid control, industrial data collection and storage, marketing and revenue generation, as well as business operation, team building, and accountability. With your help and funding, we expect to be cash flow positive by the fourth quarter of 2022. And here's the opportunity for you. We are seeking to raise $500,000 on convertible notes with a $3 million valuation cap and a 15% discount. The plan for this investment is to take us through the MVP stage of the Kios RT module and the Kios EP enterprise system, and to acquire our first customer, which we plan to have by the second quarter of 2022. We greatly appreciate your time and consideration.
Greetings, my name is Wolfgang Kuchen, and I'm an investor advisor at the Batchery. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to Demo Day, and I'm excited to introduce Kyle Guinness of Revitalize Energy. The fact that we're communicating through a screen today rather than in person really shows how our lives have changed in the past 15 months or so. We're spending an ever-increasing amount of time in front of screens, and many offline activities such as games, sports, and social interactions have also become virtual. This can have an effect on brain health as well as eye health in the form of fatigue and exhaustion. We all know what it's like to be running on fumes, working on the computer while pounding coffee or energy drinks just to make it through, and we wind up with the jitters and dry, tired eyes. Revitalize has created a better solution to this problem with a unique energizing eye drop formulation. You see, compounds absorb through the eye extremely effectively and quickly, meaning Revitalize delivers energy instantly on contact. This immediate absorption is what contributes to the soothing sensation of their high-grade eye drops. I'm turning it over to Kyle from here to tell you more about how Revitalize works and where they are going.
Hi everyone. Well, it's the middle of the week. You've been staring at a screen all morning, and now you got to keep staring at a screen and listen to yet another enthusiastic entrepreneur explain how their bold idea is going to change the world. Sound familiar? Because I know it does for me. And let's be honest, more and more of our day is now spent behind a computer screen. With the evolution of technology and thanks to the pandemic, we now spend twice as long staring at screens, upwards of 8 to 10 hours per day. We try pounding energy drinks and other supplements to stay awake, but to the millions of us who find ourselves in this position, we can't seem to shake the screen fatigue. Regardless of what we drink, we're left with dry, tired, and heavy eyes. Think of how we all feel after a couple back-to-back Zoom meetings. At Revitalize, we take a new approach to addressing these problems simultaneously. We combine tried and true artificial tears with our perfect formulation for an instant and long-lasting energy effect. So, why the eye? Great question. The body absorbs compounds quickly through the eye, meaning the energy from Revitalize takes effect instantly. Our trade secret patent pending formulation is designed to provide energy and lubrication effectively. The effects of Revitalize last longer than a cup of coffee, less than a 5-hour product, without that caffeine crash. Now, we've worked alongside medical professionals and industry experts to develop our formulation and ensure it follows the FDA monograph for approved active ingredients. Our inactive ingredients, or excipients, are classified as generally regarded as safe, or GRAS. We do not need new drug FDA approval. We're an over-the-counter product. The hurdle to OTC products are as follows. We need to use CGMP manufacturing, conduct irritation testing, and conduct stability testing. These items are easily taken care of with capital investment. Our product is manufactured in the United States for around $4, sells for around $16, and generates a 70% profit margin. This price point is based on the premium eye drop brand Lumify, a non-energizing eye drop currently selling #1 on Amazon. We have a commitment from a CGMP facility to produce 30,000 units at a cost of $4 per bottle. Now, this cost can decrease down to $1.37 per bottle with economies of scale. Now, I know what you're thinking. Kyle, you seriously expect me to believe that people are actually going to put this in their eye? What are you, nuts? A little, but we've done focus groups within our target demographics and received a lot of positive feedback. Our waiting list has over 30,000 people. Email campaigns to this waiting list have yielded an open rate of 45% and a click-through rate over 8%. We've done considerable testing on social media within our segments, which garnered a click-through rate 5.3 times the industry average. Our categorical strength in the energy eye drop space places us at the number 2 spot in Google search results, and this is without a product even launched. We've identified several market segments, including competitive gamers, college students, and young professionals, groups experiencing high levels of eye fatigue and a need for energy. Due to COVID, we now have some 8 million additional remote workers across multiple industries, all staring at screens as well. This totals an $8 billion opportunity here in the United States. Now, our primary segment is going to be competitive gamers, as they're fiercely brand loyal and showed the highest adoption rate in our social media testing. There's tremendous cross-participation between our primary and secondary segments, making them very easy to retarget. Direct-to-consumer is the fastest growing channel for eye drops in the United States, but doesn't even encompass 1% of the total industry. To execute on our direct-to-consumer strategy, we'll use targeted social media ads on platforms like Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok. Our preliminary tests show a customer acquisition cost around $9. We also will work with influencers with audience sizes from 100 to 10,000 followers. These influencers will feature our product in their content and receive a commission on each bottle sold. This way, we're only paying on the back end. Our customer acquisition cost would be that commission. To stand out as a sponsorship partner for these influencers, we plan to offer double the standard 20% commission. For us, this would entail a customer acquisition cost of around $6 per bottle. Part 2 of our go-to-market strategy involves breaking into retail locations like Sheetz, Rite Aid, and CVS. We want Revitalize placed on checkout counters right by the 5-hour energies, as far from the other eye drops as possible. Our retail product would be in a smaller 2 milliliter bottle at a lower price point. This bottle would cost around 75 cents and have a price point of $5.99. With this, we can offer our retail partners substantial margin in exchange for valuable location in checkout aisles. Now, the data on the left was collected using averages across our customer acquisition cost, data from our testing, as well as our website. By leveraging this data in conjunction with industry average statistics, we foresee our total serviceable market in year 1 to be 19,000 orders through e-commerce alone. By year 3, our goal is to hone our e-commerce strategy and break into those big box retailers. By year 5, our goal is to be a multinational brand with strategic licensing agreements to expand into Canada and Europe. Now, to execute on these lofty goals, you need sufficient differentiation. Revitalize is the only product solution with instant effects that apply directly where they're needed most. Currently, I serve as the company's CEO, and I'm responsible for the day-to-day operations as well as executing on this go-to-market strategy. Jim Mosvow serves as the head of our board, as well as our chief science officer. He has over 20 years experience in biology and chemistry and has been working on over-the-counter formulations for more than 2 decades. We've also had the pleasure of partnering with our advisors, loaded with experience in retail, direct-to-consumer marketing, as well as our industry specifically. We've raised $40,000 in a pre-seed round. This came from accelerators, competitions, as well as friends and family. The money from this was used to formulate our MVP, get feedback, build our email list, and conduct testing on social media to estimate associated costs. We're now in the process of raising $350,000 at a $2 million cap. With these funds, we'll get product moving on a large scale, taking us to over $500,000 in revenue. We'll build out our online distribution channel and create the necessary momentum for breaking into those big box retail locations. Now join us in making Revitalize the highest energy startup in Silicon Valley. Thank you.
Hi all, Ed Dewey here. I'm a Batchery IA as well as one of our current managing partners. I want to start by saying that our Batch 12 of companies is a pretty amazing group. I'm here to introduce you to one company that I have been tracking closely in this current batch that I feel has an enormous amount of potential, Cryptcentra. Cryptcentra isn't building a new blockchain. They are building the picks and shovels that is really needed in today's crypto world. They do this by delivering an institutional grade data infrastructure that supports the full life cycle of crypto asset analysis and management. I like to think of them as Bloomberg for crypto. What I like about CryptCentra's co-founders is their deep expertise in financial engineering and their very organized and detailed product roadmap. The market for their product is sizable, including institutional investors and traders, OTC desks, and a range of lenders. Please welcome CryptCentra co-founder Alpha as he walks us through the platform.
Crypto assets are exploding, yet institutional investors do not have the tools they need to move forward with them. They are trying and failing to do so, and they are leaving billions of dollars on the table in the process. Hi, we are CryptCentra, and we are building an end-to-end data and research platform that enables institutional investors to maximize their returns and develop, test, and execute their investment strategies 10 times faster. Over the last 18 months, we've seen some of the world's largest financial institutions scramble to and build for crypto assets, resulting in an exponential increase in the number of crypto funds and a 5,000% increase in the assets under management of said funds. But there's still a major problem. These funds are struggling to keep up with the pace of the market, and they are struggling to keep up with the pace of the market due to the quality of data and research tools currently available to them. CryptCentra solves this. We are pioneering frontier financial engineering techniques that are proven to give our users an edge. With CryptCentra, the usual 50-week investment strategy development process is cut to just a few weeks, and the 190-hour per asset fundamental analysis process is cut to just a couple of hours. Our founding team has deep experience in finance, technology, and crypto assets, and we have decades of experience cumulatively. Our mission is simple. We aim to augment the world's crypto asset data and make it accessible to all. And we aim to do so in a $32 billion total available market. What's impressive and exciting here is that this market is growing at a 64% CAGR. To date, we've raised over $400,000 from the likes of 500 startups, the Batchery, and world-class angels, and we have even had a top-performing crypto hedge fund join our waitlist. This has all happened before we've even finished building the entire version of the platform. This shows that we are building for and solving for a true pain point of our users, which is the main focus here at CryptCentra. Thank you for taking the time to listen to our presentation. We'd love to have a chat with you further about what we're building over here. So if you're interested, please take time after this presentation to enter our room and have a chat with Ayola and I. Thank you.
My name is Eric Valente, and I am actually the newest investor advisor at the Batchery, with Bats 12 being the first group of founders I've had the opportunity to work with. I really enjoy working with data-driven startup solutions, and one company I've had a particularly great experience getting to know is PeopleLogic.ai. PeopleLogic is the first end-to-end people intelligence platform helping provide data-driven decision-making. The tool unlocks insights hidden within an organization's data fabric to empower leaders and managers to improve performance, productivity, and accountability. This allows companies to protect employee well-being and prevent burnout, address skills gaps with current and future managers, facilitate better performance management, and improve the employee experience overall. PeopleLogic already has a live product and is generating revenue and working their first set of clients today. Here to tell you about their opportunity and plans for the future is founder Matthew Schmidt.
Hi there. Thanks for coming today. I'm Matt Schmidt, CEO and founder of PeopleLogic, and we're transforming how your teams operate. I want to introduce you to Jane. Jane is the VP of Operations at a high-growth software company. And lately, Jane has noticed that her customer support manager, Prasant, was letting more things slip through the cracks. The team was disrupting the product roadmap of engineering, execution had slowed, and star performers were starting to feel like they were underwater. These inefficiencies were adding up to 20 or 30% of the company's revenue to their overhead each year. Does this sound like a company or team you know? It did for us. This was my last company. We're looking for a solution that could help them understand where things were going wrong. Jane came across PeopleLogic in the Asana marketplace. Quickly seeing that PeopleLogic could easily connect data across teams, she brought sales and engineering into her pilot. And within weeks, Jane was able to understand where her teams were overloaded and could tell a data-driven story about croissants escalations derailing the roadmap. It all starts with PeopleLogic gathering data from the tools your teams already use, like Salesforce, Jira, Asana, and 30 others, without requiring a ton of IT time or a data analyst. This data is then sent through our proprietary algorithms to both enrich the data and produce additional actionable insights that wouldn't otherwise be available in each tool. And once this data has been enriched, it is available as a source of truth for our prescriptive recommendations and our natural language insights engine. Finally, we push these recommendations through emails, Slack, and our web application to leaders like Jane and Prasant, improving their operational effectiveness and getting them back on the path to growth. This isn't just hypothetical. We didn't just build a platform and have no users. These customers here are already using PeopleLogic to improve their operational effectiveness. Each one has identified a problem that PeopleLogic can help solve. And for a company like RGP, that problem amounts to nearly $14 million of lost efficiency across their organization of 800 people. The future of work will be data-driven, and investment is huge, nearly $5 billion alone last year. And the total market is projected to grow at an 11% cumulative rate over the next 5 years. There's also been a growing number of large exits in the space, and 2021 has already seen $2.7 billion invested in the future of work, primarily in communication tools, DEI, and talent acquisition. But PeopleLogic brings something new and different. Teams are relying on an increasing number of tools, making it difficult or impossible for managers and leaders to identify the critical insights within their disparate data. The market is ripe for a unified platform that can help these managers and department heads quickly and easily gain deeper insights, drive behavior changes, and improve the team's efficiency. PeopleLogic does this by selling a SaaS subscription that doesn't require you to install anything. Just connect to the APIs of the tools like Jira, GitHub, Slack, or Office 365 to start getting actionable insights. Getting started is easy. We offer a no credit card freemium tier for a single team with limited integrations, providing an easy way to attract users coming from partner marketplaces like Asana or Gusto. As customers need to broaden the tools, features, or number of teams they have, we offer more expensive tiers that scale with the business, starting at $49 per month and $149 per month, depending on the size and the needs. We have 3 pillars to our go-to-market strategy to tackle this market: organic growth, marketplaces and channels, and direct sales. Right now, we're driving signups organically with traffic up 285% this quarter, early free marketplace listings, and a single team member focused on outreach to leads. Later this year, we'll expand by adding channel partnerships with consultants, trainers, and system integrators to our existing marketplace listings, and also increase our positioning in those marketplaces. Within 12 to 18 months, we expect to add a small direct sales team focused on larger deals, but we know that this is the most expensive option for new signups. And for each paying customer, we'll plan to offer customer success to ensure proper setup during a clear pilot with metrics of success. We compete against 4 main classes of solutions depending on the use case, from traditional BI tools to management consultants and trainers to Excel or other homegrown tools to doing nothing. In each of these, we are cheaper and faster to deploy and require no technical or analyst skills. And there are no competitors that have our breadth of vision and functionality in both prescriptive recommendations and actionable insights. No one makes it easier to be a data-driven manager with a single unified platform. We've assembled a great team of operators and advisors to build and scale PeopleLogic with more than 75 years of cumulative experience. We've all felt the pain of the problem we're trying to solve, and we're passionate about the solution that we're providing to companies to help them accelerate their growth. We've all grown companies, and we've navigated successful exits. So far this year, we've closed 4 new customers with another 4 to 5 projected this quarter. We expect to grow the ACV and the size of the customers as we improve our targeting of prospects. We're projecting that by the end of year 2023, we can achieve 800 customers averaging around $6,000 per year, with progressively increasing economics on the sales and marketing side as we refine our partnerships and positioning in marketplaces, and add referenceable customers to use in our sales process. We do expect to raise a second round in late 2022 to further accelerate our growth. As we showed before, PeopleLogic is solving real problems for real paying customers. Since we launched in March of 2020, we've acquired paying customers, arranged strategic partnerships with HR platforms like Gusto and Greenhouse, secured initial marketplace positioning, and strong positioning in Google for high value keywords. And we've also been participating in a Silicon Valley accelerator called the Batchery. We believe that now is the time to accelerate and capitalize on these changes to the future of work. And we're seeking $750K from a convertible note with preference given to first money in to achieve those goals. With this investment, we'll be able to achieve $150K of ARR, implement our initial customer success strategy to grow our per customer revenue, and release important product updates over the next 12 to 18 months. This initial note, raised in 3 tranches and managed well, will last us until the end of 2022. If we achieve the goals outlined here, close the customers we outlined in our financial model, and executed on our strategy, we expect an exit in 4 to 6 years. Thank you for your time today. I'm Matt Schmidt, and we are PeopleLogic, the people intelligence platform.
Good day, everyone. I'm Niels Faché. As a longtime investor advisor with the Batchery, it is my pleasure to introduce Doreen Lee, founder of our Batch 12 company, Hops. Hops offers a platform that makes it easy and fun for patrons to order and pay for drinks through a mobile app, while venues can optimize their services and revenue. Their platform brings together powerful order management, advertising, and analytics tools that drive a superior customer experience and create a win-win for patrons and venues. Co-founders Doreen and Guillermo have years of tech experience at major companies and startups, where they have helped grow businesses to successful exits. The Hops app is live, and there's a growing list of clients and well-known venues. The company is already generating revenue and is now pursuing a race to scale their business. So please join me in welcoming Doreen to tell us more about Hops.
Hi, everyone. My name is Doreen Lee. I'm the co-founder of Hops. Hops is making drink ordering so easy, you'll never go back to waiting in line again. Meet Emma and Miles. Emma's been waiting at the bar for 20 minutes to place an order while Miles is the owner bartender. This all starts with inefficient, bottlenecked operations, and that leads to long wait times for customers, poor customer experiences, less orders and lower revenue, and therefore a lower likelihood of being able to engage customers for future repeat business. Both my co-founder and I have firsthand experience with these types of scenarios. In fact, we actually came up with the idea for Hops while waiting 30 minutes at the bar one night, being repeatedly passed up by the bartender, and then having to wait another 30 minutes later just to close our tabs. With profit margins for bars being as low as 3%, this starts a vicious cycle, since having high sales volumes is absolutely critical to a bar's success. So we created a platform for patrons like ourselves to seamlessly order and pay for drinks from their phones while boosting revenue and tips for venues. At a high level, patrons can browse digital menus, place orders, manage their tabs, and pay a tip all from the app. Bartenders can seamlessly accept orders and payments directly from their POS systems and can thereby simplify their normally overwhelming workflows. Some of the key value propositions for Hops includes a strong network of both patrons and venues to drive value for one another, empowered and happy patrons who spend less time in line and therefore can spend more money at the bar, streamlined operations for venues through our POS integrations, and lastly, a wealth of data and insights collected from users on our platform, paired with marketing tools to help bridge the digital gap between venues and patrons. Hops was founded by myself and my co-founder Guillermo. We built Hops with a bold vision to reinvent the bar and nightclub industry so that venues can work smarter and not harder. With our previous experience as early employees at tech companies that were revolutionizing and automating the antiquated finance industry, and after going through IPOs at Dropbox and Lending Club, we embarked on the Hops journey to build a meaningful product for the bar and nightclub industry, which has also been slow to adopt technology in the past. We have 2 sets of advisors, industry advisors such as Greg Kitchen, who is the founder of Triple Voodoo, and experienced startup advisors like Ruben Martinez, who founded Glamping Hub. Hops is tapping into a huge US bar and nightclub industry that is growing on average by 5% year over year. The total amount of sales in eating and drinking places in the US is $50 billion. If we just charge a 3% transaction fee on that amount, that would equate to a $1.7 billion TAM. Isolating this amount to just bars and not restaurants brings us to a $690 million SAM. We have a plan to penetrate the San Francisco Bay Area and New York City metro area, which will help us achieve a $207 million SOM. What I really want to do here is highlight the market opportunity. The industry was impacted so greatly by COVID-19, but there has been an upward trend in technology adoption. 50% of US businesses now accept online payments, and that has more than doubled from 2019 figures. The new and existing waves of bars, breweries, and nightclubs are now more technologically savvy, having learned from the mistakes of the predecessors who did not survive the pandemic. The contactless payments and the online ordering that we've all become so used to in the past year are telling signs of forms of commerce that are here to stay on a global scale, even once COVID is far behind us, and especially as the younger generations become more and more mobile-centric. Hops is a multi-sided platform, and our long-term vision is to continue growing into an ecosystem that does more than just allowing for ordering and payments. We monetize in a few ways. From the venue and alcohol distributor perspectives, we earn revenue from SaaS subscriptions and advertisements. As we gain critical mass, we'll start seeing advertising revenue become more prominent. Think Yelp, who makes over $700 million per year in advertising in the United States alone. From the patron perspective, we earn revenue from charging a small fee to users who want to hop the line to expedite their orders and from marking up food menu prices. Lastly, we earn revenue share through agreements with POS companies and affiliate partners. Hops is striving to emerge as a leader in this largely untapped market, and we believe we can achieve this with our 11 plus POS integrations, robust multi-sided platform, and the strong network effect that we are creating. Many of our competitors are cookie-cutter web-based solutions, which are missing opportunities to create a network effect or to create value through data collection and advertisements. Some of our competitors are POS companies, and they've built solutions that are ancillary to their POS product and who limit themselves by being able to only work with their own POS system. Hops has been on an exciting and interesting journey since the pandemic began. We initially launched our iOS app for dine-in right before stay-at-home orders were put in place. We quickly built a takeout feature and began piloting with breweries and distilleries to offer their beers and spirits to go. As the months progressed, we released an Android app and added food to our menu, and that gave rise to the food markup revenue I mentioned earlier. More recently, we launched in our hometown San Francisco and saw great results. We built a custom integration with Square POS, secured a spot on their app marketplace, and entered into a partnership agreement with them. Lastly, we continue to add more venues in California, New York, New Jersey, Texas, and New Mexico. We've seen great metrics to date. Even in the midst of COVID-19, we've signed on 28 bars to our platform across 5 different states. We have 2,000 plus patron user downloads to date, 700 plus active patron users a month, and these numbers are growing exponentially as one partner bar can add up to 200 patron new signups a week at no additional cost to Hops. 86% of our patron user acquisition has been organic to date, and our weekly active user over monthly active user ratio is 70%, which is 2.3 times greater than the industry average. We've worked closely with many of our early adopters, and they've found value from using Hops from day one. Revenues have increased by up to 30% due to Hops, 15 plus hours a month have been saved by bartenders, and average tip rates have increased to 25%. We are looking to raise $1.5 million to meet product demand as more and more businesses are reopening. This funding will help us achieve our future milestones of 500 partner bars and 500,000 transactions processed on the Hops app. We are forecasted to break even by Q4 of 2022. We have approximately 30% of the 1.5 million committed and a lead investor secured. And we're actively looking for additional investors to join this round. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn more about Hops. Cheers, be well, and stay happy, everyone.
Hi, all. I'm Peter Burkhart, the Executive Director here at the Batchery, and it is my job to close the program today. It has been so great to hear from the startups in our IA community. Congratulations to all of our Batch 12 companies. This concludes the live stream portion of the broadcast, but we have some other really cool stuff queued up for you, and that I'll tell you about in just a moment. First, I want to thank all of our startups for their hard work, their engagement, and the grit they've displayed over and over through the course of the program. This has been a really exciting and phenomenal group to work with. I also want to thank all of our Batchery investor advisors for all of the advice, time, and consulting they've done with these startups to progress them through the program. In particular, I want to thank David Kane, Dave Nagel, Andre Carruthers, Joshua Langenthal, and Andy Rutherford, who have all led key components of our startup curriculum these past 3 months. And I want to thank my colleague, Meryl Mindo, who has been my right hand in managing the Batchery and the community experience here. The pitches are over, but it isn't quite time to leave yet. All of the startup meeting rooms that David mentioned at the beginning of the program are opening up now, and you can use them to chat with our Batch 12 founders and each other. From our homepage in Philo, simply click any startup you'd like to meet, and it will take you to their room. From there, you'll have the option to join the conversation, peruse the startup decks and information, or book follow-up meetings with the founders. Again, thanks to everyone, especially First Republic Bank and Philo, and you, our attendees. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and we hope you hang out with us a little while longer. Thanks.